I'm sitting here. I'm not even sitting here. I'm Skyping with Mr. Antron Brown. We're at the GC Iron RustNoiseRoofing.com studios, and Antron, you are in your garage with all your dragsters there, junior dragsters.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here. This is my shop, baby. This is where I get to
Oh
work on. I get
yeah,
to work, and we get to get in there. This is the kids, as you can see right behind me. I'm working on my youngest son's little quick car where he runs heads up and quick 16 with it. He should do that next year, so we're just getting it together this year so we can go test and tune and get him right and tight.
that's cool. They look really sharp. You put a lot of work into them things.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that I build all my own stuff here. Like I get the roller chassis from half scale dragsters, and then I got Crawl Racing, who does all of our engine stuff, and then I use a half scale puller clutches in them. But I
Wow,
get all the parts and pieces, and then I assemble and put them all together. You know what I mean? And I
that's
wire them.
cool.
I get
You
them
solder
coated.
them.
So
I see
you
the
remember that?
soldering.
You
Yeah,
remember you
yeah,
saw me solder the other week?
yeah. You
He was like,
was.
"Hey B, what do you do?" I said, "Man, I'm a jack of all trades,
Do
a
it all.
master of none, baby, master of none." But I can get my way through all of it.
Okay, well, let's get straight into your segment now. We got to get a song or something like that to start your segment. We haven't done that yet. We need to work on when you have a little time to do this. We need to get you a nice song and get you a nice intro and stuff. We're gonna go to A-B with Antron Brown. Great job last weekend in Indy. You made it all the way to the third round. You were right there. What happened when you went up against Doug Coletta?
You know, we had lane choice, and we picked the left lane, and we're thinking in hindsight maybe the right lane was a little bit better than the left lane, but
Right?
that left lane's been the lane of choice. The track got a little bit hotter, and the crazy part, not just us, but Steve Torrance came right behind us, and he lit the tires up too, and
Yeah.
lost to his dad in the same lane, and he had
Right.
lane choice, and we were trying to run a good run. We were out there. I mean, Doug Coletta, you cannot take him lightly. He's a points leader. We need to take him out to make a charge on him. And I love Doug off the racetrack, but we're on the racetrack. I hate him like anything else, brother. You know what I mean? And
Competition.
we wanted to take him out bad. We wanted to eat him up, and we out there were aggressive, and we just overpowered the track a little bit. You know what I mean? We're out in front by quite a ways, and then we just hazed him up, and he came smoking around us. So with that being said, is that we'll lick our wounds, we'll take our wounds, and we're just going to get ready for this next weekend. We have another Indy Summer Nationals coming
Oh
up this
yeah.
weekend because it's going to be hot. Talking about like over 90 degrees on Saturday and Sunday. So it's definitely going to be a different ball game of wax out there. I'm going to
Hey,
say
Leafs.
probably, like high 80s is going to be the thing to do. So we're going to see what we can come up with, what we can do. And we're going to go out there, hit the ground running, and just give it all we got.
Well, there's a bunch of different things you have to do to the car as it gets hotter like that, and maybe you guys were a little bit aggressive. Now you need to back it down just a slight bit, right?
Yeah, well, it's just you got to be careful. It's a double-edged sword. You back it
Right.
down, then you get your lunch ate up because the guys are still going fast. I mean, Dougie went at 79 against us, and we're just trying to repeat our run from before. And our run from before, we went at 78 flat.
Mm-hmm.
But in hindsight, we dropped the hole around 750 to 800 feet, and our car was really on a high 75 run. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like we were quicker. We was just as quick or a little bit quicker than Steve-O to half track on his 76 flat run. We just didn't make it out the back door. So we were just trying to fix that part of it. We eased it up a little bit on the start line, so we weren't too aggressive on the start line. But in
Halfway down.
hindsight, it got us like right before the 330 mark. We smoked the tires, so our car was just trying to get too fast. It was trying to get after it too fast, and we just needed. I mean, it was so close. Like, I mean, once I tell you close, that tire just rippled up, almost tried to land, and then rippled back up again.
Oh man.
And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like,
Then
"Why
you
couldn't
gotta
we just
pedal it,
hold on? We just needed to
right?
hold on a little bit, but that's all right. You know what I mean? We're gonna get after it this next weekend, and we'll see what we can do."
Well, you're sitting fifth in the points. You're looking really good. With all the time off that you guys had, didn't it feel like you were just starting the season fresh at Indy last weekend?
Oh yes, it did, man. It was like it was a reset. You know what I mean? But we still have all the points that count. Believe it or
That's
not,
true.
we only have 3 races into the season. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
That's it.
mean? So this is going to be our fourth race, and we went some rounds, and what we got to do is we got to just keep our head down and stay after it. And we don't know what's going to hold in the future, but every race counts. And
Yeah.
we got to attack each and every one of them like it's our last. And Doug's sitting right in front of us, and we got a slew of races coming up after these races. We'll have a couple weeks off. Then we should hit a number of them in a row and then start getting going again. So, with that being said, let's feel real good when we came out and we rebounded. We didn't qualify as well as we wanted to.
No, I seen
We want,
that. Like
we
14th or
wanted,
something.
yeah, we wanted to qualify up there, and we got through first round there against Terry McMillan. I mean, he dropped the bomb on everybody in qualifying, and he went up there. He smoked the tires at the step of the throttle, and we just dropped the hole at the step of the throttle, so we didn't really show what we were capable of. And then the second round, we came out, and our team went right back to what we're used to doing, man. And we had an incredible lap that second lap, and we just needed another one that third lap, but we just a little bit too aggressive. We just wanted Dougie too bad, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's all right. We'll regroup. We'll come back next week stronger than ever.
Well, how did it go with having the fans there for the first time? How did all that go? I know that they were they were there at Indy. I mean, not as many as you guys hold, but how did that work out for you guys?
Well, the cool part is I was just shocked to see the number of people that came out, but we got to realize that Indy had it down when they could have certain amount of people there. It was
Right.
just good to have fans there where we didn't have a ghost town. You know
Right.
what I mean? And it felt real good to see the fans say, "Man, oh, thank y'all guys for coming back out." They were really thankful, appreciative, and I'm like, "Thank us, thank you for
You,
coming back
right?
out." You know what I mean? I was like, "Shit, I'm just happy to see them and to see and for us to give back to them the way they've been supporting us this whole through this whole this
Pandemic
pandemic
thing,
that was
right?
going on. You know what I mean? So to see them come out and enjoy themselves and smiles and see the kids and everybody wearing their masks, following the procedures, and to
Right.
see NHRA how many viewers we had.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
amazing, man. Over the weekend, like over 1.6 million viewers over the weekend watching the show. I mean, that's pretty special, man, and especially on the same time as IndyCar. But this week we're going to have an open time slot where we're wide open. So
Cool.
I'm looking forward to where I know I got some people like through social media in different places that I grew up with that didn't even know that I raced. They're like, man, I turned on, I said, that ain't the Antron Brown I went to school with, is it?
Oh no,
Man,
really?
you race? I'm like, because some people don't never follow racing.
Oh
And the
my lord.
coolest part for me is that
I
it
got to see
showed
it
me that it reached households that never saw us before.
before.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And that was so cool about being on Fox Network television.
That's
So
cool.
I
That
liked
is
it.
so
I
cool.
love it.
Well, you tell them I just don't race. I'm 3-time world champion. All right.
Man, well, I'll let you do all that talking, man. I just drive the race car. I let my abilities do all the talking, not my
That's
mouth.
like we always say. I'll be the loose nut behind the mic. You be the loose nut behind the wheel.
That's right, brother. That's right. That's right.
Anyway, this weekend we got Indy coming up, round two. How do you thinking about Indy, and how do you look?
Well, I think we're looking pretty good. We're bouncing back, and especially on the outing that we had on race day. So we're just going to take off from there and build upon that. You know
Right.
what I mean? Our car was running really good, and it took us some laps to get it there. But now we're in a good spot that we can start off with. That hopefully we start off. The most important thing is the first lap is to go A to B. That's the
A to
game
B with
plan.
Antron Brown. That's the
A to
deal.
B, baby. If you go A to B, it just sets you up to make another good lap, and it's going to be hot. So
Oh yeah.
whoever gets down the racetrack is going to set the deal. I mean, I guarantee you we're going to have over 130-degree track temp. We're going to run at 12 and like I think it's like at
Whew.
12 and 12:15
The
and
heat of the
and
day.
4 o'clock, and it's going to be like a high that day is going to be like 92 degrees. So you're looking at a track temp like 100, like high mid 130s to
Wow.
maybe low 140s. So if that's unless we have some cloud cover, through the grace of God, to help us out.
Now you got your teammate now. Tony Schumacher ran with you last weekend. You guys trading some notes and getting some information off each other.
You know what? I tell you what, man. First, we gotta give credit where credit due. We've got to thank Steve Bryson and his wife Sam for Global Electronic Technology
Amen,
for
brother.
just them coming and making this happen for the Sarge. Well, not Sarge, just for Tony Schumacher. It's not the Sarge
Right.
no more. It's Tony Schumacher,
I
eight-time
got
world
him.
champ.
A-time,
You
and he
know,
got a lot up there in his head. Now he knows this place. He's won there 10 times, and
yes, and it just felt good to see him back out there and for him to get his swag back, and he misses it a lot, man. Steve, he came back, and you could see the excitement in his eyes. You could see the excitement in his heart, and at the same time, he learned about all these opportunities, and the crazy part is that he literally goes and he proposes to his gal at the racetrack.
Right? This summer,
you know
right?
I mean? Yeah, man. I was like, he goes, and the coolest line was, he goes, over the past few years and in my lifetime, I let a lot of good opportunities just slip by. He goes, but I'm not letting this one slip by.
That's
and he
great.
proposed to his gal. I was like, look at Tone. Tone's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth, man. I said, man, I should have slipped him some Barry White on. Had a little Barry White on. You know what I mean? But the coolest part of it was just to see him back out there doing what he truly loves to do in his craft. And for me, with all of the coolest part for me is I had a visitor, Wild Bill, from up out of Connecticut. He's a Matco distributor. I mean, he drove all the way out with his family to this first race to give us that support. I mean, his pickup truck with his wife, his daughter, his son, and he drove out. And I tell you what, that tells you how deep our Matco family goes by him just showing up like that. He showed up, and it was the coolest thing for me because I was like, man, that's some support right there. That's some family support through Matco. And I saw numerous, Wayne Cooper here from India is another Matco distributor, came out, and that's made me feel good make me feel my Matco family's out there supporting me when they're been going through these tough times. I was on the phone with them, talking with them, and they came out the first race to say, hey, we're here with you, brother. We're here with you, brother. We got your back. And we needed it, man, because the weekend started out as a struggle, but it was so cool to see how Brian Karate, Mark Oswald, and Brad and the rest of our guys, the way they they never stopped. They never quit. And when you never quit, you get those type of results to bounce back like we did to have that semifinal finish. But
that's right.
That's not good enough. We want to get Tony's car and my car in the final round, and that's our game plan for this next race coming up. And then it's up to me or Tony who wants to take that trophy. That's the game plan.
And I know you already said to Tony, he was on the phone with me while I was on Skype with you, and you said, what'd you say? He's gonna be what?
I said he's gonna be runner up.
That's what I figured.
Behind me. Behind me.
There you go, Antron.
It's like I heard you talking to him. And said, well, Tony, you're gonna win this week. I said, what am I, chopped liver? I said, what kind of question is that, man? What kind of question is that?
I say the same thing to you. You know that. I want to hype all you guys up. Go out there with your A game.
Hey, it's like the changing the guard, baby. It's the changing the guard. You know what I mean? Tony won all those championships. He's like Larry Bird. I'm like
that's
Michael
the guy you gotta watch out for. That's the guy you gotta watch out for.
Did you see the Last Dance with Michael on that special he had, Last Dance?
No, I did not.
Oh, you gotta watch it. Michael is hilarious on that Joker. Michael give you that face like, what?
That's the one you just gave me.
Like what? What you talking about? That's me. That's me, not him. That's me.
Okay. Anyway, Antron, A-2-B with Antron Brown. Every time we get a chance to hook up together, it's great to see you there at the shop with the kids' rides and everything. And this weekend, your teammate last weekend, Matt Hagan, won in funny car. So he's on quite a roll over there in the funny car division. But you're starting your roll this weekend, the second round at Indy. Can't wait to see you there. And it's good to see the fans back. It's just awesome.
Yes, it is. It's just awesome to be back, period. True blessing above, but we all just got to stay together, keep safe, and we'll be through this. We're going to get through this together. We all got to get through it together, and we're stronger together. That's why we got those stickers on all of our cars in our shop with all the four hands holding each other, man, holding each other, because together we can get through anything. We can weather any storm together, and that's what I think this world, not just this world, but for sure our country needs together. We just need to be together. Stronger together, baby. Stronger together.
And like you said, love wins.
Yes.
Absolutely. Antron, thank you so much for being on the Racing Nuts Radio Network and on Racing Nuts TV on YouTube. And good luck this weekend. We know you're going to go out there and give it your best, and hopefully you'll end up in victory lane with another Wally in your collection.
We're going to try, baby. We're going to be up there, Steve. We're going to give it all we got. Get ready. Get ready.
A-2-B with Antron Brown. Thanks so much, Antron. We'll talk to you next week, brother.